I'll just go live here. I really don't know what I did. What? Thank you, Jesus, for this session. And as we start, God be with us. Amen. I don't know what I did to my music, so that's why I just started immediately. But I can't get the audio to come out of the speakers or whatever, out the monitor. So let's do some back testing. I only have until 1 p.m. So all this is done. Let me open up the data that I have so far. It's gonna be a little bit boring, man. It's going to be a little. Hold up. Where did? Come here. So we have a little bit of March, April, and May up to date, and I think this is what we're looking at so far. 5R for May so far, April 2R, and March 4.67. So that's only trading an hour a day. So I'm thinking if we could probably add another hour and we kind of had the same, then maybe like 3 more hours and just do the same thing. I wonder if the probability would be the same and maybe triple that. So I don't know what to do. So is that volume a little bit high? No music today. I don't know what happened here. I don't know if I should just kind of go study the ones that we had like really huge RRs and kind of see what's around them. But then again, that would be thinking that you can corner the market, and that's one of the things that I don't want to get in my head. It would be nice though to kind of know which ones to let go. But before I go start another backtest session for like, let's say 10 minutes or so. Let's kind of go through those banger trades that we had. Hey, flex replay doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. So let's go to the month of March and let's check out this one, which was on the 21st of March. I'm seeing if we let that trade stay, it would have given us a return of 22R. So let's just go check that one out. Now, one of the things I'm noticing is, so which was the entry? Did I had 3 entries on this one? So we got this one and this one, but the original and the 5-minute order block was here. That's why we could, I don't know, man. We might have to just go and check out where this is, which might be not so much. So let me open trading view here real quick. And this is the after. So we kind of went up, and that alone gave us 22R. So one of the things I'm noticing is the ones that just go kind of, the small retracement. So we might have stayed a little bit here, which is okay, but once it came to retest that area, it just went straight up. I think those are some of those trades where maybe we can let to go up a little bit more. So I can tell this was 1250, just shot up, and especially if there's no retracement, it just keeps going up. Because looking at the after, we closed and then gapped up. Now this could easily also be a gap down, and if that gap down, then your return is gone. So ooh-wee. Because I'm thinking, damn, let's just go. Where is it that March 21st? I know I just start my streams and I keep going without waiting for nobody. It's just that there's nobody for now. So yeah, let's keep going. So this was yesterday's trade, man. Connect. I don't even need you to connect. I'm not gonna be using you for nothing. I really did feel like this should have worked, but Anyway, I'm jumping whatever here, but there's something here that's usually interesting. Anyway, we'll look at that some other time. Yeah, let's keep it locked here. Let's keep it. So we're going to the daily time frame here. And then I want to go to the 21st of March. I hope we can go back. Yeah, I think we can. So take that replay tool and go to 22nd, because I want to check out that 20. It was on a Friday. I know I'm holding. No, I'm holding a trade on the weekend. Oh my good lord. So then let's go down to what, the 5 minute perhaps? No, actually the 1 hour. And where's that 1 hour? The 11 p.m. candle, which is this one here. 11 a.m. Keep on saying 11 p.m. So that's the 11 a.m. high. That's the 11 a.m. low. So first of all, looking at the daily. Let me see what the daily looks like exactly. I like this. We have taken out the previous day low. Previous day low. And on top of that, we also took out an old daily low over there. So at least 2 daily lows taken. What else would I see here? And then we have this characteristic here. A low resistance, whatever. Liquidity run. And I would say that we still have another one here. So that's good. So we kind of go up, and this is kind of what I was thinking would happen on Friday, although it was the other way around. So this is nice. Well, oh man, but this was once bearish. So yeah, there's really not knowing here. And we kind of have a gap there, so you really can't tell. You really cannot tell, can you? Anyway, we get the point. So there's really nothing to do here. One hour. So it just came down, just short up. So we have 1, 2. It's not even a swing low or anything, bruh. There's yeah, there's really not knowing here. I think this could be a waste of time, honestly, because trade will just do what it wants to do. So the other thing that I could possibly do is do what now? Is maybe get an average, but that will not work. So that would be 39. How would you get an average? Divide by whatever you make here. Whatever, I don't know. How we capture this? It's just one on this month. So how many trades were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 trades and 1 won. So if we were doing like 1 is to but you know what, guys, there's nothing we can do here for now. But that's one thing that I thought, the trades that are kind of going straight, so there's really no need to go back to trading view. I just keep it here just in case. But one of the things is the ones that are really going straight, then probably just break even and then see if we can go up a little bit more. But those are things I'd like to do when I'm not in drawdown though. So let me see if this one kind of went straight up. So now here's a problem though. Look at this one. It went straight up, so you'd have assumed that because we just went straight up that it's gonna keep going up. Look what happened. It got to the target and then just came down and took you out. So that, if you want to hold this is one of the things you have to weather out. And this right here sucks, man. This we're looking at least 2 point, like 1 2, at least 2 point something, or even a 2R. I mean, it does say that 2.7, and all of that is gone. So yeah, I might want to look at this straight up. So you assume, hey, because we went straight up, then we might keep going even farther, and you just see your thing just come down and hit you. Let's look at some of this loss. I took 2 losses on this day, and this was like an outside of my plan, because I'm supposed to should have waited for price to get down here to go up. So I was just being greedy over there. I mean, so that was a good punishment, because if this won, I'll probably take more trades of the sort. So one of the things that's really bad for you to happen is for an outside of your plan trade to work. You kind of tend to chase that. I mean, money is money, but when you start losing, how do you correct yourself or whatever? Here's another example of the trade just going after entry, just went straight, and then after hitting TP, reversed all the way. So I'm thinking, you know what, I think we're good. This was a nice trade, but this is just one of those that just play with you. So it did get to my TP, but no, for some reason they had not finished. After 1 p.m, I'm not taking trades. After 1 p.m, I'm done playing that game. Sometimes it does work, but what I've seen in most cases, it doesn't work well for me. So it's not feasible for me to chase trades after 1 p.m. The other thing I want to start looking at is 150. It's 1250. That macro is amazing, because I'm thinking it could be somewhere here, but I've not been paying so much attention to it. So I'll probably go back and start looking at those macros, the 750, 650 or the 751, and the 1250 as well. But I can just do 1250 for now. The pattern that I'm noticing with that 1250, that it's something I might want to mess with. Where's that trading view? Did I close it already? It looks something like this. The same entry, the same whatever I used to enter, but then it happened so fast at 1250. Let me see if there's an example. Delete this, we don't need that no more. So I'll start the back testing. Maybe we can start at 11, at 12, and then do it up to 45 minutes, and then I'm done. But the example I'm talking about is I think it happened on the 22nd, which is something I should have taken advantage. I mean, I'm not beating myself, but it's something I know. But I mean, it's one thing knowing something, it's one thing trying it out. Is this the 22nd? So I'm gonna reverse to there. Go to the 1 minute, and we're gonna check out 1250. Where is it? Exactly. So that's that 1250 shoots up and then breaks down. So this is something I should start checking out, honestly. Where's that 1250? The 1250 candle was, so what's the open price is right there. Will that be in a straight line? Let's name it 1250. It's 12:50 p.m, so I'm not gonna put PM there. I want it to be on the inside, in the middle. No, on the right side too, middle and right, like that. And what color do I want this 1250? I don't want it to be like gold special or anything, so it can just be in black. Could be another color too. No worries, man. It actually could be blue. That's okay. And I'm gonna save that. That's not blue, my brother. I'm gonna save this template right here. Save as. I'm just gonna do number 2. So it's just up there. 12:50 p.m. macro. I'll just do 12:50 p.m. Everybody knows it's 12:50 p.m. So if I do this, it's gonna be right there. I don't need this 1 hour high. I'm gonna delete those. The next 1 hour high, the same strategy I wanna use is in the morning at 7 a.m. My time. See, now normally we know that we do have that AMD thing where we the open price and then price goes up, accumulation or whatever, accumulation, this is accumulation here or whatever, and then manipulation, and then price goes down, now expands, and then retraces a little bit to close. So this is kind of what we anticipate, where the open price candle goes up fast and then it goes down. Now this is not like black and white, because we've seen sometimes it goes down. Let me just do it like this. This is how it's predisposed to, this is how it's gonna close. But if that's the thing, you know, if that's what you think is gonna happen, every time it closes you think it's gonna close, now the fast direction it takes, and you think, oh, that's it. So it gets back here and you enter, you're taking a buy, that baby goes up. Now in this case you find that this was not the fake part, now this is, but you're inside there, you know, whoa, we're going up, and guess what, price now reverses. Now that right there is the manipulation. So you're faked out, man. And now it proceeds to go down, so it's not really black and white, and then it closes like that. So but with 1250 it doesn't really play that much, it's just hurrying up to go somewhere. And what I've seen is that candle will open and retest a little bit, or not at all, and just keep going up. That's one variation right there. Get the point. Oh my god. The other variation is open, shoot down, maybe the next candle do something like this and then keep going down, right? Then these ones, I don't know, it might take me a while to know how to jump on this, right? And then there's this one that just opens, goes up, and then shoots down, can leave a favorable gap, comes into that favorable gap so quick and shoots away. So this right here is what I'll start, you know, if I see that I'm going in. The problem is sometimes that shape, that dynamic forms, and in this case it forms a short, and usually there's gonna be, I mean, I'm just drawing what I know, there's gonna be like a breaker here. So once we close below, comes back with a favorable gap paired with a breaker, even stronger. And the good thing with this is you can have, let me just say, I can have some really strict, that is something I can now trust to have like a small stop loss just above that favorable gap, because what I'm seeing, it just enters there so quick and shoots away. So I don't even think I'd use a penny in order on this one, there's no time. So once we touch it, you just enter, it might just feel you down here, but then I don't want to say your promise, but you should see at least 1:3 or 1:2 minimum. Problem is sometimes I'm going long, like we traded below the 1 hour and I'm going long hoping that we get to the previous 1 hour high, and then 1250 gets here, shoots up in my favor, doesn't hit my TP, and then shoots down, and then it forms that short formation. So that right there, I think what we do in the future is once we see that dynamic, just break even or reduce your risk at least, because you know you're hoping that your trade works for you. If not, then I don't know, I mean, we grow up, we see a couple of examples. If that's what's really happening, then just close your main whatever and join in on this one. And I want to show you an example. Actually, that happened to me when if not the 22nd, it did happen on the 21st. Let's go look for it. I think this could be it here. It was a lost day. Was it this one? Exactly, it's this one right here. Look at just what I was telling you. So here's my formation, and then another thing I'm noticing is if this kind of trades too low and then now comes and gets me, I mean, it could still work. So what I was expecting here is that 1250 would push me through hard, right? But that 1250 momentum comes in and it doesn't really do nothing. In this case, we drop down. Now look what we have here, these last down candles. Last down candles over there, and we have that low, we have that high, shoots up and then shoots down. So what do we have? A low, high, and a lower low. What do we leave here? The last down candle. So the last down candle paired with a breaker. Come on, man. And I think that's one of the things that maybe just get out early, and we see that baby just do it just so if you let that run in your stop loss, so in this case, if I see this, I think I'd be comfortable just having my stop loss. So that would be my entry. Once we close below that breaker, we form that high, low, low. There's a breaker right there. My entry would look something like this, betting on the fact that 1250 should have shot us up. My stop loss just above that fair value gap, just like that. That should be fine. And then 1:2, 1:3, whatever you feel is good with you. And we were still playing at that 15-minute fair value gap over there, so that's a nice reversal area. And we Gucci. If you want something, a stop loss that's a little bit safe at that last high that was taken out, that can be a stop loss as well. But I think if we come up here, then we are likely to take that too. So that is just something that's that 1250 macro over there. So it's gonna look something like this now. Hold up, wait a minute. It's gonna be in blue. It doesn't look serious. It looks better in black. I like black. Me like black. Martin Luther black. Black. Now I did see another one, but in this one I was in tune with that trade, and I think that one was the day. Was it on the 20th? Was it on the 20th? Let's check out the 20th. It's 1250 marked here. 1250. So this is the 1250 one that just goes straight up. So that's not it. Then it should be the 22nd. I checked out 22nd already. Don't mind my boringness here. We are just reviewing these trades and kind of looking at some new ideas to add to our strategy. Where's that 22nd? $12.50. When here's an example of another 12.50. So looking at this right here, we should have added some more, honestly. I'm gonna hide this. So this is kind of how this trade looked like. What in the world is going on here? Yeah. I wonder it's because of changing this logarithmic nonsense. Let's see. No, that's not it. The devil is a liar. Okay, so here I'm in a trade. Everything checked out. I'm in. My entries at this last down before we went up. I like this signature a lot, honestly, where we have a high that takes out a high, forms some equalizing here, we go down, and then this trade comes up and takes those internal liquidity highs and kind of leaves down and then drives away. This is kind of what happened on yesterday's trade, but we were offside. So that right there is a good signature if you can see it. And then we shoot down. Now look at 12.50. 12.50 shoots in. We shoot up to a 5-minute fair value gap, or at least something, and then we shoot down immediately. So looking at this, if I need an entry, I can just look at this last down candle. Easy said than done, I know. Before we shot up, now I'm thinking I'm knowing 12.50, man. Once it chooses a direction, it's likely to go like that up at least until 1. So we shoot up. It should have just come down and then kept on going up, but we changed direction immediately, and the next candle just shoots down. Right there, the touch of this candle, that should be my entry, honestly. So this is a different one. It didn't really form a fair value gap, but we do have an inverted fair value gap here that was completely balanced, so that right there can be my really small stop loss, and I should think that we shouldn't come back up there. We do have another fair value gap in here too, but are we likely to get up to there? I don't think so, but just to be safe, maybe that last up candle. And then again, 1:2 at least, 1:3, we did give you that, but by 1 p.m. bruh, you better be coming out. So if I was in this trade and then I saw this thing going out like this, I'm out, bruh, I'm out. So I'll probably just close maybe at those highs below 1.69. That'll be okay. Anyway, let's go start today's backtesting. So that's just something I was checking out. So that 1250 is something that's now gonna be in my radar. I'm gonna add that to my strategy. If I was going long in this case and then I see that short formation, I'm breaking even or reduce my risk by half. So at least now we can start seeing, hey, so now I can go back to my charts and kind of look for trades that I lost, if that was the dynamic that happened, and the trades that I won, is that something that I could have added. Now I hope 1250 is clear though. So here 1250 just, I think this is it, just shot up and took me out. So in this case also, maybe holding wouldn't be a good idea, because it could be shooting up just to create that manipulation phase to shoot down. Let's see this one. What did 1250 do? Man, I can't even tell which is 1250. Pretty much didn't do nothing. Let's see this loss. If 1250 showed us some, nah, this was that stupid trade I wasn't supposed to take. Trades taken within previous day. Which one? Within previous day range. Whatever. Let's go to this winner. What time is it? 1250. Where is it? 1240. I can't even tell. Anyway, I'll start marking 1250 now so we can look at that dynamic. But I'm guessing it's this one here. We shoot down 1 2 3, take that liquidity, and then we come and close above here. So this one comes to retest, but we don't quite touch that high. Anywho, let's look at this winner here. Still, I wouldn't know where 1250 is at. Was this a winner? Yeah, we closed. So this is kind of something else that I've put in instead of risking. Like this one I know won, but I'm not playing those games no more. I didn't have it. Yes, there we go. See what happened? Retrace and then short down. I'm not playing those games no more. So in future, before 1 p.m, I'm closing my trades and just taking whatever the trade gives me, because I know after 1 p.m. the dynamics change. Actually, I should be even closing after 1 p.m. because what I want to trade is just that 12 p.m. expansion. So anything after 1 p.m, unless I'm in profits like this where I can just break even. In this case, that would have been a loser if I broke even, because you can see it retraced and took me out. Anyway, I think that's enough reviews for the trade. So let's just go back and start back testing. In this case, we are going to, yeah, you can leave. I want to do something. This might take some more time, but I want to go check out January, and then I want to add another no, I'm not gonna add nothing, but on this chart here I'm gonna put an emphasis on 1250 so I can come back and kind of check out what really happened within that macro, because we're seeing that movement a lot. And if that is successful, then we're gonna go and look at other macros as well, and probably that might be all we could be looking for, and just wait for one macro a day that works for us. And I think that's okay, because just like that, man, you can make your targets real quick in a few minutes. 2.5, 2R, 3R, which is pretty much what we are averaging in this setup, in this 1 hour setup that we're waiting for. 2R, 3R, 2.6, 2.5, 1 point something, and having wait for a full hour where we can just time the same to all the macros there is and kind of wait for that clean setup to form. I think we should be able to get at least one. So maybe that will require me to spend some more time on the charts, which is what I don't want, but we could check out that. I think there's a macro at 650, there's a macro at 750. I do have some notes on that. Let me check out. Let me see what those macros are. I need you to get out of here. It's now 12:05, so probably we just go through like two or three what? Let me look for those macro nodes. Where are they? Where are they? Where are they? Where art thou? Range trading. Hi, this was quite a strategy here. I don't want to jump, so I can't find those notes. I don't know where they are. But I do have those macro things, man. Yo. Here, there, everywhere. Oh my god. Here they are. And I think I got this from ICT himself, honestly. There's a thing he did. This mouse needs to be thrown away. Oh, good lord. Okay, I don't know. I changed the batteries yesterday and the mouse is still acting up. Here they are. Real quick, we can check out. So what was I doing here? Liquidity, time. You kind of wonder why all the time I'm looking at time. This right here is a very important whatever. It's price, session highs and lows. My session in this case right now is just the 11 a.m. high and 11 a.m. low. Liquidity, looking for those highs and lows to be taken out, and inefficiencies will be the fair value gaps I'm always looking at. I don't really do these sessions. The silver bullets, can't remember this quite well, but whatever. So those macros, which is down here, New York AM, New York lunch, New York PM. So probably this is in, I think this, I converted this to my time, right? Damn, I should have. Is this in, this could be in PSD. I really tried to master this, but it just messed me up, so I just left it alone. When I'm sleeping, I'm only taking time to record. Lamborghini's dad. No. You want a can, huh? What you need? Yeah. No, yeah. I'm on the mic. Huh? What? Okay. All right, no worries. So what was I looking at? 550 to 610. I think this is in PST. This is in PST. And then that's 650 to 710 and 750 to 810. We can study that price structure around that. So this is kind of the one I'm looking at, 1250 to 1310. You can see it doesn't really present itself all the time, but you know what, we'll look at that later. Anyway, let's go to let's go to the month of January this year. So see, we can, so I have March, April, May, and then we can just go slowly to January, February, March. So I was thinking that I don't need to do any more back testing because I think this is enough data, and I'm kind of seeing price just repeat itself. But with this return here, and then I also want to desensitize myself from feeling sad when I lose and also being happy when I win. I want to just be streamlined. So so when I'm back testing, I'm kind of putting my brain in that environment to kind of see that kind of stuff all the time. So I think back testing is important. So whenever I get free time, I'll just come up on here, we can back test together because I think it's fun. And someday I want to go back and check out the things I was missing. All right, so let's go set up a new session here. Do we start from scratch or do we? Doesn't really matter in terms of the money. And then I want to start with a $200,000 account, because that's the what do I do now? No, what do I call it, man? What am I calling this others? Backtest Wednesday, backtest. So yeah, I'm gonna call it January backtest 2025. So I know that I did start. Hey, backtest. The software I'm using here is FX Replay, and then I'm gonna start with a 200K account. I want to do a prop form, and I want to start with a 200K account, so might as well just start to practice on that. So far as it is, the strategy I have, I don't really think I want to go trade a prop form with it. It might take me a while, but I don't know, maybe. So let's just keep practicing, because I just want to go in there and hit that thing as fast as I can. So the initial date is gonna be January of this month, and we'll start on the 1st, and we're gonna go up to, we already have March data, so we can do, doesn't have to go all the way, we can do to February, just 2 months. We have March, so we'll do to March 6th, because I don't have March 6th, so let's do up to March 7th. March 6th is gonna be our last day. I already have this one, so that's good. March 6th. So we have January to chart layout. What is this now? We don't need that. 200K 2025 backtest March 6th. We Gucci. Should I put that to, nah, it's gonna give us that March 6th, whatever. So create session, and then let's go get it. Sorry, no music today. I don't know what happened to my whatever. It's actually playing right now, but it's not coming out my, and I'm checking out the monitor. Its monitor is good, so I don't know what's going on. It's all good anyway. We don't need no music-y. I'm curious, do we have I already have data for all of these, so I can delete them, or I can group everything now. Probably I should do that. Yeah, I should group one. I'm gonna group everything together. Thank you. Okay, let's go. So what I want to do fast is I want to Jesus. So what happened here? FX Replay, get yourself together. It could be me anyway, my internet. That 200 account, the 200K Pro Form challenge coming soon. I'm gonna stream all of it online. If we pass, well and good. If we fail, we'll well and good. So I'm not able to move this to the side. I'm only gonna do like just 2 or 3 examples because of time. I have to leave whatever in the next 45 minutes. If I can do that small plan here, trading plan. So number 1, how would I do this now? If I could call it a trading plan. I don't care sharing it. Number 1, price above 11. So I'm gonna do above, beyond. I'm gonna do beyond, so it kind of could be either above or below. Beyond 11 a.m. or p.m. candle, or do I say range? There's gonna be a range. Number 2, we need a 5-minute order block on the on the opposite side I really don't know what's going on with this mouse. I'm gonna throw it away. Spare the rod, spoil the mouse. Price beyond 11 a.m. or the 11 p.m. range. And then number 2, what am I looking for? So I need to identify a breaker on the 1 minute, and then when that breaker is confirmed, like we trade above or like we trade beyond that breaker, before I enter trade, I need to make sure that there's a 5-minute order block confirmation. If I'm going long, I need to see a 5 bullish order block formed. If I'm going bearish, I need to have a 5 bearish order block formed. So I can either do that or just stay on the 5-minute and wait for an order block to form, and then go to the 1 minute and see if I have a breaker. So what do I do now? Okay, wait for breaker to form, wait for, oh wait a minute, price beyond. This is what I'm gonna do. Damn, I should have done this before, but it's okay. So whoever comes in, you can follow through. So from here on the 1 minute time frame, 1, that just doesn't look right. Sorry guys, I've done some technical writing, so follow along with me. On the 1 minute time frame, wait for, so you have to know what's a breaker. Wait for a breaker to form. So that's it. Number 2, and then you need to go to the 5-minute time frame. I hope this is easy to follow. This is what I'm gonna do. So this looks like it's together. Small m, 1 minute time frame. Now you can do this space, that's okay. Then on the 1 minute time frame, the 5-minute time frame, this is number 2 right here. So on the number 1, we wait for, damn bro, so number 1, so this should be number 2 then, because then this is step, you know what, let's just do this. Step 1, price beyond, you don't need to do no step 1, just say 1. Then 2, on the 1 minute time frame, wait for a breaker to form. Then number 3, on the 5-minute time frame, wait for an order block, for an order block to form. And then number 4, when that happens, entry on the touch of the 1 minute breaker. So then number 5, even before thinking about your TP, you need to put your stop loss. So you should have calculated what your stop loss is. Stop loss goes below. How would you describe that low? Before the lowest low, below lowest low, before the breaker, before the 1 minute breaker, And then number 6, take profit, 1 hour high stroke low, whatever you're going to. 1 hour high, and that's it, guys. That's all right. There's a whole trading plan just like that. So let's put a background here, and then let's put a border. Look okay if it's the same color. And what's a text wrap? Oh, okay, that looks nice. It's too big. Let me reduce it a little bit to 16. I don't need we don't need a border. The background can be just as mute as possible, just to show a bit of a difference. This is kind of what waste my time now. Should it be yellow? Yeah, I think it's kind of visible like that, don't you think? And what I'm gonna do is just change the text to black. That's visible, and then I'm gonna have that border, the background in white. I don't know if that's visible. I just need it to be a little bit. That's okay. The blue's not bad. Something like that. Anyway, so how does that look? Do we need that text wrap, whatever it is? Damn, it's 12:22, so I might just need to do one. So that right there, man, is Mr. Aesthetics here. I'm sorry. Wait for an order block to form. That's one word, so I'm gonna have to do something like this. So I don't know if still gonna have that, whatever. Shit. Yep. Okay, and then now step 4, entry on the touch of the 1 minute breaker. Stop loss goes below the lowest low, below lowest low. So this should be small L, the other should be the capital L before the 1 minute breaker, and then the TP is right there. So those are actually steps you can follow. So let me save this so I don't have to. Template, save as, what would I call this now? The 1 hour trading plan. I'll just do my 1 hour trading plan, and I'll just do my 12 p.m. expansion trading, whatever, my 12 p.m. trading plan. Can I call it that? In the meantime, that's what I'm gonna call it, my 12 p.m. candle trading plan. So I mean, a trading plan has a lot of things like your stop loss management. Everything in here can have, you know, a lot more that goes under it, but that right there looks good to me, man. So that's the trading plan. I'm gonna put that in the middle. Stop it, my brother, get out of here. 1 2 3 that look like 12 p.m. candle trading, and I'm gonna just put this to 12 p.m. candle. So everybody that comes in, you gotta know that I'm doing my 12. You know what, let me just do it here, so I'm not confusing. 12 p.m. PDT right now, but I'm just gonna have it a PST, so nobody's confused on that. For those following me from whatever you are, beautiful. Hi, Mr. Aesthetics, it's okay. Hey. Anyway, nobody watching you anyway, so it's all good. So if you come in and you see this, man, just shout out, hit an email, I can whatever schedule something. We can have a one-on-one session real quick, because maybe if this is your first time, then you might need to know what's a breaker, you know, and all these things I just learned from ICT, man. Plus you can just go to YouTube and just Google what's a breaker, or YouTube what's a breaker. So let me go do some examples so you can see the plan. That looks nice. So yeah, we need to save it. So again, it's already saved. Do I need to? Yes sir. Okie doke. So we only have like 34 minutes to where I need to close this right here. So let me make sure if I go to custom settings, 1500, because this is kind of what I'll be clicking on, and I need to go to 1500. How does it know to go to? So this in my time is 11 p.m. Is it? Should be, whatever that. And we Gucci, let's go. 15 minus 3, what would that be? 12. What is 15 minus 3? It's 11. Okay, so it's gonna send me to 11, and it usually sends me to 11:59 p.m., which is all I need, because I want to trade that 12 p.m. candle. So 11:59 a.m. So right here we are, I don't know how to have this on the screen. Can I make this smaller? Is it still visible? It's kind of too big. Pull 14. That's too small. Let's do 14. That looks good. And can I do it in red? Will that be much visible on the screen? I don't think so. Let's just do black. That's okay. And then I'm gonna do that background to be kind of pure white. Pure white for visibility. I'm wasting a lot of time, my guy. I think it's okay if I do it pure white. I don't know if that's visible, my guys. Oh, wait a minute. So let's do pure white, and then make sure it's white. There we go. Bingo. I think that's much visible. All right, let's go to, what day is this? This is the 31st. So I want to go to January. So let's go to the next day, January 1st. I think I'll only do 2 examples and then just call it quit, but at least in this video I just shared the trading plan right there, and that's all I do every day. So if you're new, probably just find out what a breaker is, what's an order block, and that's it. I don't really use fair value gaps. I mean, I use them, but to mark out the 5-minute time frame. But honestly, you don't really need them. You might need them, or you might not. Anyway, so here we go. So probably the first thing I do is go start on the daily time frame. That's why that trading plan is not so extensive, but at least it shows what I'm looking for entries. But This daily thing, I don't even think I need it, honestly. The only thing I use it for is kind of to see what the daily has done, or the previous day high. What you doing? This is the previous day low. So that's the previous day high, that's the previous day low right there. So pretty much all I'm seeing is we didn't, I mean, you cannot just point out what you know, right? So I'm seeing we failed to take out that previous day high, and then we just go down straight to take that previous day low. So I'm thinking still some bearish momentum that just came in that didn't care about taking out that high. And now if we keep going down, what's the next level we're going for? It will be this low here. That will be the previous, I mean, that's an old daily low, my guy. So looking at the time, around that 12 candle to 12:30, usually the low of the day will form, or the high of the day will form, and pretty much that's what I'm betting on. So I'm really betting on that happening after the 11 p.m. candle. And I want, after the 11 p.m. candle, I want that if I'm looking for, if in such a situation, I'll be looking for a bullish move. I'm hoping that we keep going down so we can trade below that 11 p.m. candle, right? 11 a.m. candle, and then get a reversal to kind of reverse in and get inside, you know, this daily range. But if every day was Christmas, and what I would like to see is I'd like to enter in a trade that kind of, if the day is bearish, I like trades that, you know, I'm going short. So in this case, I would like you to keep retracing and go and take out the 11 a.m. high, and then get a trade to come down and kind of get in this momentum, and probably maybe trade to these lows. So because when we are bearish like this, I like to take shots. But seeing how we've just traded below that previous day low, it makes sense for a retracement on the inside. So I mean, and pretty much that's it. So the next thing goes, just go to the 1 hour candle, 1 hour time frame. I'm just gonna do one and just leave. We'll do another one. And it's now 11:59 a.m. I'm usually in front of my charts by at least 11:45 now. The more I spend time on the charts before it's time for me to look for a trade, I start drawing so many things. And I'm just realizing every day, the simpler your charts are, the better for you. So once that 11:59, once we hit 12 right there, so that's the new 12 p.m. candle, which is what now I'm looking to take part in its expansion, in its formation. So the next thing I do is mark that the 11 a.m. high. I can just pull it to 3 p.m. right there, and then we can do the 11 a.m. high, mark it like that, and then come back down here and mark that 11 a.m. low like that. So I do have that on both sides because I have this whatever on the corner here marked. Syncs drawings on both charts, and there we go. So what am I looking at? I'm looking to trade below this low, get back in this range or whatever, give me that reversal signature I'm looking for, and then we shoot up. Or what I would really like to see is I would like to see us go back up and then trade above that level and then go down. If we stay in here, I'm not taking a trade. If we go up and keep going up, I'm not taking a trade. If we come down and keep going down, I'm not taking a trade, because all that is just outside of my trading plan. And pretty much that's it. And where is that trading plan in the first place? Come here. There we go. So we're just gonna follow it as it is, and pretty much that's it. All right, there, I think it's good. So let's see what goes. So we have number one, waiting for price to go beyond 11 a.m. or the 11 price beyond. Why am I doing AM PM range? What you talking about? So by saying beyond 11 a.m. range, it's either gonna be beyond the high or beyond the low. So I don't want to do both. And then we wait for 1 minute time frame breaker to form. If you don't know what that is, I'll show you in a minute. And then when that forms, I have to go down to the 5-minute time frame, make sure there's an order block that has formed. In this case, it's just, if we had a bearish 5-minute, I need to see a bullish 5-minute candle right after that bearish, right? And then go back to the 1-minute time frame, entry on the 1 minute. So when that forms, I'm going back to the 1-minute time frame, and my entry is going to be at the touch of that breaker, which I'll show you what it is. And then stop loss goes beyond, below lowest low before the 1-minute breaker. So I'll say beyond lowest low stroke highest high before the 1-minute breaker, and I think that's good. So let's reverse that, let's revise that. Beyond lowest low slash highest high. What the hell? I don't see no changes here, brother. Mr. Aesthetics. Below lowest low slash highest high before the 1-minute breaker. That makes sense. And then TP is gonna be at the opposite side, either at the 1 hour high or whatever. So TP 11 AM high, stroke low. Beautiful. Let me make sure we save this so we don't have to go back to do those changes. All right, let's go. So next on the 1 minute, that's the whatever the time frame you're watching. So we've traded above the 11 AM high, so number 1 is checked out. So the breaker in this case will be this last down candle before we short up. I could also use that one, I call those bumps, but this right here will be the best. So that was the last down candle with a swing low before we short up. So I'd have to wait for trade to come and close below that low. In this case, we could be looking for another low to form. Just traded to that previous day low. Looking at that fair value gap, that looks good. If we trade above this high, this is gonna be our last down candle. That's good. So now if we can shoot down, that will be amazing. If we keep going up, no trade. So see this last down candle like this, that's my breaker. That's just lovely right there. And I mark my breakers in, I'm gonna just do that for now, but I just mark them in gray. So that represents my breaker, or you could call it whatever you want to call it, but that was the last down candle before we short up. Now I could also include this low right here, that could be just fine, but that's okay because the low is just right there. So number 1, price beyond the 11 AM candle. Number 2 is formed. We wait for a breaker to form. In this case, it has formed. And how does it form? I draw that range, which is the last down candles before we short up and we short down. And then I need to see, some people just want a week, but for me I have to see a candle close like what we have here. So now we do have a 1 minute breaker formation. So number 1 and 2 is done. Let me do it this way. Let me look for, where are they? Let's look for like you know what I'm looking for? I'm looking for, I got it, this one right here. So that's done. It's just too big, brother. And then number 2 also, hey. Okay, we'll do it out here. So number 1 is done, number 2 is done. Ding. Jehovah, why am I complicating something that is simple? Hi, yay. Right here. What the? Okay. Number 2 done. All right, so now we need to go to number 2. So step 3, we need to go to the 5-minute time frame. No, you stay on the 1 hour. We need to go to the 5-minute time frame and make sure that we do have an order block. In this case, this is the last up candle before we know. This is the one here, so we do have a 5-minute order block. It's not within range, so that's okay. So, and it's green, that's all I need. So I'm gonna mark, so that's my 5-minute order block confirmation, and in this case it's a bearish order block. So what I said is, if I'm going down, I need to see a 5-minute bearish candle close after 5-minute bullish candle. So this is green, so this is okay. If we didn't have this candle, I'd have to wait for this bullish candle. So that one is checked out as well. Okay, choose this one. Control C V. Oh yeah, okay, good. So number 3 is done. We have a bearish order block formation. So in this case, what do we do next? We enter at entry on the touch of the 1-minute breaker. So that will be the will be once we come back. So that will be like a retest, right? Or once we touch that low or the discount or the premium. So if we're going bullish, then that will be the premium. If we're going down, the discount or whatever. Once we just touch it, that's my entry. So you can put in this case, we're gonna put a pending order, and the entry is gonna look something like this right there. Stop loss all the way up here. Our full TP is all the way down here. So in this case, we're looking at 1:2. Now you can get aggressive depending on what you like. For me, I'm okay with that, and you can have your TP just above that breaker, but when price comes up, weeks you out, and then it goes the other way, yeah, it's kind of painful for me. I don't like that. Or you can have your stops either at that high or even at that high and kind of get a better value of your return. But for now, I'm just gonna have my stop loss just at the highest high. For me, I'm okay with a 1:5 return. So in this case, 1:2, that's even a bonus. All right, so let's put an entry right there. Risking 1% a trade, and we Gucci. No, yeah, limit. Make sure it's a limit. So that will be a sell limit in this case. And we're good. So what I'm betting on is price to come back and we go down. So one of the things that you can also come in and look at is the fair value gaps. Like for example, I'm seeing there's a 1-minute inverted fair value gap over there, which you don't really need to know, honestly. You can just flow with this thing and just flow with it. Maybe make it a little dark. It's just good when I see price just come back and touch those levels and move away. The other thing on the 5-minute time frame, I like to point out if there's any fair value gaps on the way. For in this case, there's one here, like a 5-minute, which again you don't really need. But sometimes, you're kind of tempted to know why did price not, go to its full fruition? Why did it reverse? And sometimes it's usually gonna be around such areas. But sometimes price will go through, sometimes we'll get there and reverse. But it's all about a probability game. So yeah, those stuff. I mean, whatever you have now is just good enough for a trading plan and whatever. So let's see how this works, man. Let's see how this works. So I don't know why I moved that. Can I choose everything? Done. Because I need to move that a little bit high. And I need okay, oh Lord Jesus. Yeah. Okay. Y'all can just stay there if you want to. And it's locked, so this side is kind of looking, oh, there we go, that's good. All right, let's see if this will work. So boom, we're in. We just touched we just touched that box. That's all I need. So for me, I don't do pending orders, I do market entries, like direct entries. So what I'm looking for is for price just to touch. Once it touches it, I'm in, and in this case I'll probably be filled down here, which is still okay. That's 1.85. I'm okay with it. Sometimes you enter and price just goes in and it gives you a better price. So that's good for me, and I think we've just formed a fair value gap there paired with our breaker, so we're probably gonna be coming in here. And then what I'm seeing here on the 5 minute, this could be a walk in the park. There's no fair value gap, maybe up until that area, but we hold on for price to go to our target. If it wants to reverse, whatever, that's it, that's okay. So let's see what we got here. I don't like that. Another thing I'm looking for is, let me put this to the side a little bit. I'm looking for price not to close above that breaker. If it does close above, I'm expecting the next candle to shoot it down. If that doesn't happen, then the probability for that trade to work is kind of low. But I like this because we're kind of forming low resistance liquidity around here. So let's see how that works. So that's a lot of games that I usually don't like to see. And seems like we did nothing here. It's now 1 p.m. So where's 1250? 1250 didn't quite do nothing. So in this case, we can close right now with a small stop loss, or just let this baby keep running. And in that case, that was a full loss, and that's okay. So what we do is we go in and we journal that as a loss. So do I have time to do another one? I do have time to do another one. I'm gonna skip journaling for now, and then I'll go do the journals later. So let's go to the next day. I'm gonna be a little bit fast. So this is the last example I'm gonna show. That looked like a really nice trade. Why did it fail? Who knows? Price will do what it wants to do. But pretty much that's all I'm looking for. Okay, and I'm just curious to know what happened. Ooh, we went up and came down. The other thing I might be looking to do, guys, is if a really nice setup forms and it fails, then maybe you could just reverse the logic and buy instead. Because this is something that I've seen also. When a really nice, like it's so nice, forms and then it fails, it tends to really go to the other side. Anyway, we'll check out that later sometime. So now what do we do? Number one, this is not on the trading plan, but we go to the daily time frame. I'm gonna leave those levels there. Let me just group them. That's the least we could do, so we can come back and so this is 125 and group everything too. So all of this is grouped on the other side. I'm gonna just do it the same on this side. Oh, I'm so out of time now. Wish I need to get going. Just one more example though. 125. So clean up the charts. Let's go do another one. Okay, go to, this is now the second, this is third. That was a Friday, so yeah, 1 2 3. So let's go check out the high of the day, of the Friday, I think. What is this? Friday. I'll just do that as a previous day high, but that's pretty much Friday high. The previous day low, because the previous day will be Sunday, but for some reason the daily candle here doesn't show. Where are we? Previous day high, previous day low. So let me just be precise. Friday low, Friday high, and then we're good with that. And the next thing we do is just go to the 1 hour and wait for that baby. Wait a minute. Yeah, my brother, what you doing? Friday high is right here, Friday low is right here. So I can see that we've taken out Friday high, so, and then we've also taken out another day high, so we're likely to come up here. I don't think so. So I'll be expecting to see a reversal, and in this case maybe see if we can get to at least half of this range, which that should easily give us our targets real quick. So let's go to the 1 hour real quick, and what this is the current candle, the 11 a.m. candle. I need that candle to close before I'm even thinking of taking any trade. I don't care if I see something really good. I am not doing nothing. I'm staying on my whatever. So let's move forward. That 12 p.m. candle opens, and I mark that high and that low. 3 p.m. 11 a.m. high and 11 a.m. low right there, and I'm kind of liking what I see down there. 11 a.m. low, just below it. This is something that we see over and over, man. Let me see, that's the 1 hour fair value gap. Is it marked? Yes, it's marked. So I'm gonna just have it stretch out like that. Now I'm have this 11 a.m. on top, so we kind of see, not on the left side, center, top. Damn, my time is up. So this is the last example, and then we're done. So now what we want to see is trade. In this case, I would like us to come down here, enter into this pool, and then reverse, go to the high. But looking at the daily candle, it has done enough damage, so that probably could be the high of the day. But normally if the candle is this green, they'll put in a fight. So I don't know, to at least close bullish. So let's go find out. Who knows what's gonna happen. Or if we go up here, then reverse, come and enter into that 1 hour pool. Okay, let's do this. So that's the highest high of that range. And the more of this example you see, the more you see price is kind of doing the same thing. So let's go. Okay, well, let me pull up that plan, make sure this is down here. So this 11 a.m. high, 11 a.m. low, this is just the representation of this on the 1 hour time frame here. Pull up that plan over here. That's our entry plan. Where is it? Boom, boom. My 12 p.m. candle. Make sure it's way up there. Is there a way I can cause that to just stick? Look, so it can go up and down and not disturb nobody. Okay, that's Gucci. All right, let's go see what this trade wants to do. So number one, we are trading for price beyond the 11 a.m. range, either high or low. And if it stays in there, there's no trade. I usually like to be in a trade by 11:30, by 12:30. This is one of those days where there's no trade. 12:40. Okay, so what is this? 12:40, 12:47. Oh, I did say that I'm also gonna take a look at the 12:50 candle. I forgot. 12:49. Boom. 12:49, and then 12:50. What does 12:50 do? 12:50 shoots down. So there's really nothing we can do, and then shoots up. I like this. So if we close above this up candle, then I think we do have a trade. Oh, another thing, if it's past 12:50, I do not need this third step here. Wait for another block to form. I don't need that after 12:50. So boom, we don't close above that. So okay, there we go, and I like this so far. So we're gonna use this candle here, which was the last up candle, before we shut down. But now I would require a breaker to form at fair value gap, and this is kind of something that's outside of the whatever of my trading plan. What time is it? It's 12:55, so we're still in the game. We could use that fair value gap right there, but I am now outside of my whatever, so let's just get back to here. So that was the last up candle with a swing high before we shut down, right? And I think we even have like a 5-minute fair value gap form over there, but after 12:50 I really don't need that, but in this case we have it, so let's just follow that. We have it right there. It's not yet 1 p.m, so I can still take a trade comfortably. So in this case, that's the last up before we came down with a swing high. So this one doesn't have a swing, So since we're already up here, we can use that. So that's my entry now, the touch of this. But now because it's 1250, that baby might not even come back down here. My stop loss at the lowest low, and then my TP is all the way up here. This is kind of a late one, 1250 high. So we're looking at 1.32, which is not bad. Maybe we can try squeezing 1:5 by reducing the risk, because pretty much if we trade down here, then we're gonna take out that low. Why lie? So anyway, you know what, if that trade is giving me 1.32, that's what I'm gonna take, but I need at least 1.5. Okay, so let's well, we place order, risking 1%, save limit, we in. Let's see how this goes. No, take it up a little bit for 1.38. okay, and my time is up, my guys. I need to be out of here. 12, okay, 4 more minutes. Okay, it's 12:56 and this right here is 12:55. So now we're matching with the time right now. Am I in? Not yet in. So I'm in. That was 12:59. Then we should just shoot up, bro. Anyway, let's see if they want to use this fair value gap here, which could be interesting. So what time is it? It's already 1 p.m. So I'll probably just close this. If this was a real environment, I'll probably just take that L. But in this 1 hour, I think I remember this trade. It just kept on going down. Ooh, we opened up and short. This is something I'm not willing to take part in, I'm not gonna lie, because that gap up could have easily been a gap down. But so probably this right here will be me closing the trade without whatever that stop loss would be. I'm not finding out what that is. So what happened here? Let's see if we hit TP on this one. Hi my brother. So I got 3 minutes. I'm just gonna go to the next day and then let's find out if we hit TP or not. And then probably, I don't know, maybe the next time I get some free time, I'll come and finish up on the rest. So yeah, seems like we hit TP on that one. That is a game though I'm not willing to play no more, because I feel like once the new day opens, we just have like a whole new dynamic playing. So pretty much that would have been a winner. So you would have held and then it hit TP at the following day at 11:15 p.m. So where did I want to put my stop loss so it can be a full 1.5? I was gonna take it up to somewhere there so it wouldn't have hit me. Alright, so I have to stop here because my time is up. And thank you for at least 4 people joined in, stuck around for a while. Yeah, this part sucks, you know, it really does. It feels good when you see someone winning though, but when they're working on winning, it's kind of tough to sit around there. So it's okay. The winning videos will be coming real soon. I'll give you plenty of them because that's what people want to see. And again, that was just like a cream de la cream trade. So in this case, if wanted to use that fair value gap, would we be looking at least 1.98, but that's not in my whatever. So looks like this trade too has a really huge potential, man. If it was to go up, we're looking at 10.83. Oh, beautiful. For the second day of trading. I'm gonna end here now, and let me first group this so I can come back and journal all this easily. So that'll be 1,325. Hey, where's that one now? Did me close everything? What happened here, brother? Everything is taken care of on that side, so that'll be 1 325. That's it, man. That's it. I'm gonna end here. So let me just see what we did real quick on the 2 days that we just tested. Could have stayed a little longer, but my time's up. 729. Trading 2 days, not bad. One loss, one win. So we lost 2,000 on the first trade, and then the second one we made 27, 29, 44. So I'm curious to see what the rest of the days are gonna look like. We'll find out soon. So I don't know the next time I'm gonna be doing this back test, or maybe tomorrow I might find an hour, come in here, do like three more trades. We'll see how that goes. I'll just go live and y'all can get hello, can you please tell me the Monday bias? I don't know. I have no idea, man. The way I trade, I don't care. I really don't look at the bias. So that's really something that I'm not, I don't know. I've just trained myself to not really worry about bias. If the trade will be going up or down, because I'm a scalper, so I get buys on days that the market is trending downwards, and I get sells on days that the market is trending upwards. So it's kind of what whatever is telling me. So I really don't know what the bias for Monday will look like. I wouldn't know, my brother. I'm sorry on that. I can't help you. Honestly, it could do whatever, but looks like we trending downwards, so maybe, I don't know. Maybe he wants to come down and fill these spaces here, this gap. I honestly don't know. I don't know. But looking at this, seems like everything, looking at this daily time frame on the, I presume you are using ICT, right? Yeah. If I could take a wild guess, let's say I have a gun on my head, I've had ICT talk something like that. I would just, I don't know, from what I can see, we do have this last down candle here. Right before it went up, it came down, so we have a low high and a lower low, whatever. So that would be a breaker. We just touched it. And see how we just, oh, I need to hide that. See how we trading downwards? Seems like they're just, you know, they're leaving no fair value gap, so the price here kind of looks biased to me. I don't know if you know about this, whatever. This is a signature that I kind of see as a strong what? As a strong support and resistance. So pretty much how I see it is a fair value gap was supposed to form here, but it doesn't. Right, so it's kind of balanced area. And then looking on the left here, we do have this. What is this? Like a fair value gap. I mean, this was supposed to hold price to the upside. We can see kind of tried support, and then it just broke down. So I'm thinking it's logical maybe to try and also, you know, close these two here, and maybe come to this gap here. That's a daily gap, but probably it's also a weekly gap. Yes, it is. So maybe I've been also taking that high. Makes sense to come and take this low. So we'll see how that goes. Yeah. Makes sense to come and take this low. So probably maybe I'd say I'm bearish. But we all know how this price looks like. We can see that baby come down and then shoot up. Oh yeah. So yeah, I'm bearish on that. Maybe. Okie doke. I hope that helped. What do you think is the bias, man? What do you think is the bias? I only come in and trade the second last hour. So honestly, what I'm looking for is for a reversal. Or whatever will tell me the entry my entry criteria. So as I said, I get buys and sells in a bearish environment, and I get buys in a bearish environment, because I'm just going in and getting out. All right, I really have to leave now. So thank you so much for Usman Ahmad for checking me out, and okay, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. And I'm out. Thank you so much, my people. I gotta get out now. Peace, and I'm out. This backtest, I might say, was kind of yeah, put in so much value. I showed my whole trading plan and everything. It's right here. Where is it? Damn, where am I? Okay, whatever. I'm out. So a video is coming, me showing just my simple trading plan, and that should be it. I think I should get more fans doing that. So people want to rock with me can rock with me, and those who think it's simple or too hard can go rock somewhere else. Anyway, that's Trader Maria, and I'm out. Thank you so much for all of you who joined in. I appreciate. Can you please teach me how to find a breaker block? I don't have time, man. I don't have time, but let me do one real quick. So this is what I understand as a breaker block. You're going up, you're forming high, and then a higher low, and then you're forming a high, a higher low, a high. So a breaker block would be, instead of price forming a higher low, it forms a lower low, right? So where you'd find your breaker would be in this zone over here. That's where you'd find your breaker. So it will be the last. So in this case, a bearish breaker will be the last down candle before you went up. So instead of forming a higher low, it breaks your heart. So there's people using that breaker. I'm thinking if it's something like this, let me put that to purple, right? So how you think of it is people are buying, because all these breakers are holding price to the upside, whatever, that block over there. So in this case, whoever was buying here thinking that price will be held to go up, their hearts are broken. I'm thinking that's where the name breaker came from. So the last down candle before we went up, going down, that will be your breaker. So you're betting on price coming and retesting that area to keep on going down. And it will be the other way around if it's for a bullish breakers. I would have showed you both, but let me see if we can see that in price right now. So this will be a case. An example would be this right here. See, we went down. What would that be? So in this case, we are forming a low, a high, low. No, we're forming a low, high. Oh, come on, I have to go. We're forming a low, a high, higher low, higher low, higher low, high, and then we come and form a lower low right here, right? So we do have potential breakers, which will be this down candle. The other one will be this down candle. The other one will be this down candle. They were holding price to the upside, and then all of them are just taken out. So any of those will be your potential breakers. So you'd use those to find shorts to kind of go down. I hope that helps, kind of, because it's make issue for me. So I hope that kind of makes you understand that. For more clarification, you can go on YouTube and look for a guy called TT Trades, and then I hope you know him, TT Trades, or it's T Trades, and he has some really nice explanations of what breaker block is. So I hope that helps Mr. Usman Ahmad. TT Trades, go check him out, and he really has some good explanations. Otherwise, keep coming in, because that's all I trade every day, looking for those breaker blocks, and hope that could offer some more value. Other than that, man, I really have to go. I'm kind of late, and I'll see you on the next one. Trader Marrera, and I'm out. Thank you for all those who engage with me. I appreciate it, and let's keep learning, and we'll get to that oil real soon. And I'm out. Thank you so much.